Time now for the Daily Answer, sponsored by Salem Surround on The Answer Now TV.
It seems like most of the left-wing parties will get behind the Democrats and libertarians will get behind Republicans. So, or at least in the national election, President Trump, what would this America party even look like?
No idea. I don't know why he's doing it. Well, that's not true. I know why he's doing it. Because he's upset and he thinks money is going to be the answer, but he's up against a lot of stuff. Can a third party work? It is possible. The Republican Party was a third party almost 200 years ago. So every 150, 200 years, maybe one pops up perhaps. But the biggest piece about the Republican Party then is it had an actual reason. And that reason was ending slavery, right? That was a big issue back then, right? The Republican Party was about ending slavery. What's the American Party about? I don't know. There's got to be a big issue like that that could pull Americans together to make that happen. Republican Party had that back in the 1860s. He doesn't have that now. The Libertarian Party survives, as well as the Green Party survive, because they have an ideology. Even after our constant losses, we still survive because the true believers come back to us because they're true believers. Where are Elon's true believers? I don't know where they are. The reality of it is, how will he brand this thing? How will he, what will be the ideology behind it? Right now, it's a lot of talk. Is it possible it could make some impact? Maybe, but it only makes impact if it's a similar issue to, say, RFK Jr. last year. RFK Jr. was a popular person, and he was about medical freedom. He was about health and that kind of making America healthy again. Again, a big issue that when he jumped on the Trump train, it actually changed the Trump campaign. The Trump campaign wasn't talking about health. Now it is. Now he's part of the successes that Trump is having. That's part of it. If Elon would do something like that, I could see it, but he's not doing that either. It's almost like it's an anti-Trump party. We have that already. It's called Democrats. We've already got that party. We don't require another anti-Trump party. I don't know where he's going with this, but I hope he can find the right answer.
Here's what I tell my libertarian friends. The problem for libertarians, and look, you were the guy running for governor. I always say, what statewide race or executive race have you won? You're saying, well, why can't we go straight to the presidency? Well, yeah, you haven't run anything to show. And I say this to my friend Glenn Jacobs, who's the mayor of Knox County.
I love Glenn. He's great.
And he's demonstrating at that level. And if he becomes governor on libertarian, but he's a Republican now. Bob Barr also was a Republican until he ran. Gary Johnson was a Republican until he ran. If
Justin Amash, Thomas Massey, yes.
If a Green Party candidate were to win a mayor's race or a county race, then say, trust me to be a governor, and ran as a governor, a gubernatorial race, and won, and said, hey, look, aren't you happy with the state under the Green Party? Then they can make their case. Now, to be fair, I have said, I think all of the candidates that are on the ballot should be on the debate stage. The fact that it might be hurting cats for the networks is not our problem. Don't talk to me about a vibrant democracy if you don't want Jill Stein up there. Okay? Now, I don't agree with Jill Stein, but I'm not afraid to hear her speak.
Absolutely, I agree. And the piece you're bringing up here is, I'm not mad at all that Elon's trying to do this thing. I hope it wins. I hope we have a great, vibrant third party. That would be amazing. The question is, what's it based on and who's the face? The problem is, if the face is Elon Musk, he's kind of toxic in many ways, right now. He's not popular with Democrats. He's not popular with Republicans. He's maybe got 5% of the population. Maybe I'm probably being good when I say that. And that's not enough. He's got to have someone else in front who can do it, like an Andrew Yang type, someone like that who more people like than just him. Is he going to have that? Maybe. The problem is he's talking a lot of trash, which, again, happy to move forward. I think you're right. I would love to have a vibrant, back and forth. But the second piece here is, you run at top of the ticket not to win. You run at top of the ticket to make impact so you can change the bottom of the ticket. When I ran in 2018, I got ballot access for the Libertarian Party of New York State, and we had 107 local wins in 2019. School board, city council, exactly what you're talking about. That's how you build a movement. If he's talking about doing that, I am in. I would love something like that. But that's years to be forward. That's years of work to make that happen.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel. Stay informed anytime, anywhere with the Salem News Channel and 9:30 a.m. TheAnswer.com. This has been The Daily Answer, sponsored by Salem Surround on The Answer Now TV.